As all little girls, I presume, do. They want to marry the man of their dreams, and Hayden is the man of her dreams. I think she's loved him right from the word go, and for him to propose was just the greatest thing that's ever happened, I think, to her. And I think they'll be a very happy couple, and as I said, I think it's part of her childhood dream to marry the man she loves. My name is Greg, and I have a daughter who's 26 years old, and she has cystic fibrosis.
My name is Donna, and our eldest son Aidan is about to marry Jackie in November this year, which is very exciting.
My name's Jackie Hodson, I'm 26 and I have cystic fibrosis, and this is my fiancé, Aidan. I remember when I spent my first weekend in Busselton, and it was after I'd first met Aidan and we'd spent our first weekend together. I went back to Geraldton, and I remember saying to some of my friends, like, oh, I'll marry that boy. And that was lucky, because it worked out.
The attraction was there pretty early on, and she just looked like a fun, energetic person, someone that I'd like to get to know a little bit more, and we did.
You got sucked in.
Got sucked in.
They're very, very strong together. They're very caring of each other. They're very supportive of each other. And we just love having her because she's just, she's a ray of sunshine as well. So she comes in and all bubbly and all sorts of things. And the family just love her. She just fits in, and yeah, it's just beautiful.
Jackie is a very vibrant young lady, full of life. You certainly wouldn't know there's anything wrong with Jackie. She's very outgoing and loves life, and certainly lives every day, and certainly, as I said, is in a great place at the moment because she's surrounded by great people, and she's going to get married soon, so she's a very happy girl at the moment.
Our research has brought us to a point where we know exactly what needs to be done to cure CF. All we need now is research funding to make it happen and to help adults live long, happy lives.
I mean, you always wonder if you are going to get married and you are going to have kids, and, if someone's going to want to be with you, even though you have CF and all that sort of stuff. But
I know Aidan's seen her sick, and I know I've been around the home where Aidan's had her on the lounge, beating away, making her cough and get all that horrible mucus off of her lungs. So they're the things that people don't see. They don't see her taking her 40 or 50 tablets a day. She still sort of hides a little bit.
We still have to remember that many adult lives are cut short, and at a time when most of us would consider the prime of life.
I just don't think you achieve anything by being sad and by being mopey. I think on the tough days, that's when I'll get really frustrated and do like a post about something so that more people know about CF. Or I think my biggest battle is always my neb, and some days I'll just get really angry about it and I don't want to do it, but then I'll try and always make sure I do, or just getting frustrated that I can't breathe. I think that's the worst, like trying to go to sleep and you just I'm crackly and I just can't get a deep breath, and I often say to Aidan, I just want to breathe. That's all. But then you don't want to feel it one day, what it's like one day to breathe normally, because then you have to go back the next day to not being able to breathe.
I've been working with cystic fibrosis for nearly 30 years, and I think this is probably the most optimistic time I've seen. We've seen an increase in the survival of patients with cystic fibrosis, such that when I first started, many children died before they reached adulthood. Now, over half the population of patients with cystic fibrosis are adults, and many of these are successful business people, attend university, get degrees, and some of them are having their families of their own. So things have changed dramatically just in the time that I've been interested in cystic fibrosis.
But I think it's only a matter of time. I think that she's going to be put on the donor list. I think her lungs will eventually give away and she's going to need some new ones.
Obviously their wedding day is the start, to be, to see them to be so happy. They can't wait to be married. They bought a house together, so that's really exciting. And yeah, hopefully to have a family would be a blessing for both of them and for us as well.
There's going to be some tough days ahead for him and for her, but he's such a great bloke. She's made a great choice, and I've seen how much he does love her, and he's going to be a great husband and hopefully be a great father to children later down the track. But I hope she, certainly I want her to outlive me, and I want her to live, a long and happy life. And I think this is the very first step of her being happy for a long, long time. And
We've got to this point. I'm 26, I'll be 27 in October, but it's not enough. I want to grow older and get to 36 and 37 and have kids and see my kids grow old and be a grandmother and be old in my rocking chair with Aiden, drinking cups of tea in a nursing home. I want grey hair. I want all of that stuff. So I think we just need to work harder to get there.
Please help us to conquer cystic fibrosis.